What's up, everybody? My name is Dana Harris with Gurus Math Tutoring, and I'm back again to drop some more math jewels. In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve absolute value equations. Now, absolute value equations are rather interesting, but they're not difficult. And you must remember, absolute value by definition is the distance from zero. So, for example, the number 7 is 7 units from 0. The number -7 is also 7 units from 0 because distance is always non-negative. So watch this example. So I have the absolute value of W plus tree, as I like to call it, equals 7. Okay? So these are the absolute value symbols in case you're not familiar with those. So I need to get this W by itself in the absolute value symbol. So I'm going to, the opposite of adding tree is subtracting tree. Got to do that to both sides. So I'm left with the absolute value of W equals 7 minus 3 is 4. Okay, so if the absolute value of a number is 4, then that number could be +4 or -4. So from here I can say W equals 4 and W also equals -4. Okay, so those are our two values, and my battery is saying low, so I'm going to go ahead and touch that and keep recording. Yes, I did. So this is your first example. Let's look at some more. Of course, definitely got to give you plenty of examples so that this video can be useful to you. All right, now let's say if I have example 2, and example 2 says -3, or negative tree, as I like to say, times m, or times the absolute value of m, equals -9. Okay, now in this case I need to get this absolute value term by itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both sides by that -3. Okay, so I'm going to say divided by -3 here, divided by -3 there. Okay, when I divide that, that's going to give me, this will cancel, so that's going to give me the absolute value of m is equal to negative divided by negative is a positive, 9 divided by 3 is tree. And if the absolute value of a number is equal to 3, then that number m can equal 3, or m can equal to -3. So those are our values. Okay, let's look at example 3. Example 3, or as I like to say, example tree. If you don't know about why I say the number tree, please go look at the video. Yeah. 2 times the absolute value of d plus 4 equals 8. Once again, I need to get the absolute value term in parentheses by itself. So I'm going to divide by 2. That cancels. The absolute value of d plus 4 is equal to 4. Okay? 8 divided by 2 is 4. Now, watch this. This is where it gets tricky, because the absolute value, if the absolute value of some number plus 4 is equal to 4, then what's in the absolute value symbol can be equal to -4 or +4. So we need to break this into two equations. So I'm going to say d plus 4 is equal to 4, and d plus 4 is also equal to -4, because the absolute value of -4 is equal to 4, and the absolute value of 4 is equal to 4. So what's in this absolute value symbol can equal 4, or it can equal -4, and we have to solve both of these. So here I'll just subtract 4, so d equals 4 minus 4 is 0. So that's our first answer. And then here I'm going to subtract 4, those cancel. D is equal to -4 minus 4 is -8. Okay, and we can always take these two values and substitute them into the original equation to make sure that they work. So for example, 0. So 0 plus 4 is 4, and then the absolute value of 4 is 4. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. I can do the same thing here, negative 8. So negative 8 plus 4 is equal to negative 4, but the absolute value of negative 4 is 4. So 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So we know that these two values are correct. Please make sure you pay attention to that last little step because it can get tricky. We're going to do one more example. Example 4 is going to be, let's see, 3 or tree times x plus 2, or the absolute value of x plus 2, plus 4 equals 13. Okay? What we're going to do is we need to get rid of this 4 first, because inverse operation goes backwards whenever we're solving equations. So I'm going to subtract 4 here, subtract 4 there. Those cancel. 13 minus 4 is 9. So I'm left with 3 times the absolute value of x plus 2. I need to get rid of that 3, so I need to divide both sides by 3. So here, divide by 3, divide by 3. Those cancel. I'm left with the absolute value of x plus 2 is equal to 9 divided by 3 is 3. Once again, I need to break this down into two equations. So I have x plus 2 is equal to negative 3, because what's inside the absolute value could be negative 3. Okay? And then I need to say x plus 2 equals positive 3. Okay? Be very, very careful with that. So subtract 2, x equals negative 5. And then subtract 2, x equals 1. Okay? Remember, I did this because the absolute value of negative 3 is equal to 3, and the absolute value of 3 is equal to 3. So that's why we break it down into the two equations. So x can equal negative 5, and x can equal 1. Be very, very careful when you're working these. You may need to pause it, rewind it, go back and look over it again. Thank you so much for watching. Dana Harris, I got the solution to your math problems. Signing off.